Okay, so we're back with part 2. Now going to attack Sparta. Okay, so balance of power is evenly matched. We do outnumber them vastly. They also have the Spartan hoplites. So without further ado, let's jump into this one.
Day has dawned. Please await my orders.
Okay, so this is Sparta, and it's in the early game. Obviously, there's no stone walls, but they still have the Spartan hoplites. Didn't see any archery units. So let's get our guys into position.
Abandon the ram. Hoplites. Hoplites. Militia hoplites. Units form up. Balls of Artemis. Quickly. Ram. Units form up. Ram. Attack.
Yeah, so we've got loads of cav for this battle, which isn't that useful against weak city-states considering how much spearmen they have, but we can still use them to flank. Just want to be careful of these towers which fire arrows, don't want to be in range of them. Yeah. Just going to fast forward this while they bash down the gate.
Our soldiers have reached the gates with the
So I'm going to
ram.
return fire.
The
Yeah, it's
enemy
already
is
in.
down. Our battering ram has done its
I'm
work.
just going to send in the militia hoplites. And get the cav in there as well.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Keep the generals at the back here. So what have they got here? They've got Radiant Slingers and hoplites behind the Spartans up. The mighty Spartan hoplites on their way. So definitely want to get my militia hoplites into position, even though they won't really stand much of a chance against the Spartans. Wonder if we can flank. Might take a while to get around. Let's take some cav around. Okay, well hopefully they don't come down here too quickly. We do have a chance to... I need to come back. I think I'm just going to take another unit of cav round as well. So we want to get our militia hoplites lined up here. And then we'll just proceed up. We'll proceed up here once we have our cavalry in position to flank. Not sure what's going on there. Pathfinding issue, I think. Okay, so they are towards us in here. So I'll just get these guys into guard position. Hopefully they can hold the line until I get a chance to flank. I wonder if it's going to take us a long time to get around that way. Right, how are we doing over here? Okay, so we're now engaged in battle. Don't think we can get. I can't get around that way, so I need to carve here as soon as possible.
The enemy general is killed. Fear
No,
makes a hole in our enemy's
unless your
house.
hoplites beat the Spartan hoplite general, that doesn't make sense. Especially on hard difficulty, but bring the carve round. We probably won't be able to get through this. Well, we might be able to get. Yeah, we'll be able to get through militia hoplites with the carve because they only have 2 morale. But it seems like our militia hoplites might be okay. We're actually taking the square right now anyway. Let's take these radiant slingers. And bring these carve around as well. Yeah, we really need to get a move on with these carve units. I'm just going to pull them around straight away because we need them to do some work on the Spartan hoplites. Hopefully we can dodge the spears on the way past. Looks like we can. Good job, guys. And I need you to crash into the back. Okay, there's a few getting caught. But we need to do something about these Spartans. Come on, guys. Okay, so down to 45, 53. Yeah, they're going to have to grappling. Just need to. Yeah, I can't move these horses. I can't move these cavalry against actual hoplite units because the hoplites actually have decent stats, unlike the militia hoplite.
Now he flees the field like a coward.
Right, how are we doing over here? Spartans are down to 7, so should be doing okay. Down to 1. Okay, so the Spartans are gone now, so we should be able to just move in and take the city. So we lost. Yeah, we lost a fair few carve there. And why are these guys not moving? No, just a bit of a cluster. I'm just gonna fast forward this a bit. Okay, so might need to try and move these guys around to flank again. I might not hold actually. Hoplites, these are actual hoplites, so these actually have decent stats. And there's militia hoplites in the square. So I would assume we're gonna lose this fight fairly quickly. So we need the carve to get round. Where's the carve over here? Yeah, I can't see the hoplites anymore, so I'll just bring the carve around. Oh, the militia hoplites are actually winning this fight, so we'd have this battle wrapped up fairly quickly, I think. They have 1 unit of hoplites over here, so okay, it's around there. Okay, they'll not be able to get back in time to defend the square, so it might just be a case of waiting out the timer. And they are still at 40 actually, so I need to carve front it. Come on, guys. Give me. Enemy general's dead. Okay. And okay, so this should be fairly quick. I'm just gonna Line
Drive them
the
from
cavalry
battlefield.
as our archers. Okay, I'm going to charge into the back once they're engaged in battle. Okay, I think they're routing anyway. Yeah. Okay, so they still have the hoplites here. Okay, so we need to engage them with our militia hoplites and then flank from the rear. We should have other cav around here as well. Yeah, we do. So I'm actually just going to line up our guys here. And then we can kind of like do a 3-prong attack, as it were. This cav are quite far away there. Where are our archers? Alright, they're being caught anyway. Oh, they're just routed. Okay, let's just go in. Fast forward this bit then.
This is a
Okay,
glorious
so
achievement.
that's the battle one.
Your
I think we took a
victory is
lot of
perfect.
casualties.
Crashing would be a
It
better
feels like we did. Lost about half our force, but yeah, we take the settlement, so that's all that matters. Fortunately, those militia hoplites are just absolute trash infantry. You can only win through them just by having greater numbers, really. I'm going to enslave again to get the population growth. Okay, so now we have this problem of the Brutii, and our forces are slightly depleted. So he's got Sparta, which are not that strong, Velites, which aren't too great, and Equity Cav. Okay, so that Greek cities, but it doesn't have any forces on it, so there's no threat there. Neither does that fleet. Who's this? That's a rebels. Okay. So yeah, we need to deal with the Brutii. So let's take most of what we've got here then. Actually, we need to first start recruiting and get some. I don't know what's better out of the pikemen or the militia hoplites. So militia hoplites have morale of 2, melee attack of 5, total defense of 8. And pikemen have the same morale, worse defense, but slightly better attack. Okay, so I think the militia hoplites are probably better. So I'll just recruit some of those. I just want to recruit. I just want to repair anything that's been damaged, but there's nothing that's been damaged. So I'm going to build the port, and what else can we invest in here? Walls. We definitely want a wall. Third one, we want. We've already got some stuff stacked up there. Want the roads. Paved roads, 3 tons, and yeah, probably it's worth getting a wall just to try and defend in case Dacia or Thrace come down. So I think I will get that wall. And okay, so we've spent most of our money, but we can still recruit some things. So I'll just get some. I have here and. We've got everything on the queue. Some militia hoplites there as well. Okay, so now we need to deal with this. Let's take most of what we have and combine it with those light lancers. and attack the Brutii. So we have 450, they have 321 men. We're reinforced with 500, so let's fight this one on the battle map.
Now, lads,
Okay, so our strength in this fight is that we have a lot of cav. We have 3 full strength general units. So we essentially have 3 elite tier cavalry units. We have some light lancers, which is light cavalry, and not a great front line. We're also fighting on the upslope, which isn't very good. So I think I'm going to deploy the force here and then run up the hill. So
be praised. The reinforcements
where are
are
our
here.
reinforcements?
Send them to fight. Dishearten the enemy.
Yeah, they're quite far away. Let's bring them in and let's get up the hill then. That's the edge of the battle map. Okay. So the Brutii have positioned themselves quite well. Difficult to, unless we went all the way around, which I might do. No, we're still fighting. We're still fighting on the upslope. So let's bring our troops over this way. Cav going up the hill is never that good. But yeah, that's what we've got. Yeah, so everything should be walking. I don't want you to be exhausted. One of the Brutii I have, so they've got 2 units of Astarte, 1 unit of Elites, Roman General, and Equites. Okay, so they don't have any Triarii or Principes or anything that's that intimidating. This should be a winnable fight. Yeah, let's try and get up here. Okay, they sent out abilities. Okay, that's probably enough. They closed the route and they followed us with their general. Right, okay, so now we're going in for the general. Yeah, so it started to run away, I think. General's down to 5, so he should be dead soon. And he started to rout. Yep, that's the general dead. Okay, so they've that's there, so let's get some of our militia hoplites to attack their cav. And they've run away still. Okay, they're running from the battlefield, so the battle's won. I'm just gonna fast forward it. And Brutii withdrew. That's just dealt with the Brutii, but obviously there might be more attacks incoming. Yep, sent them back to whence they came. Okay, so now we've taken Sparta and Athens off the Greek city-states. They no longer have a city on the mainland, I don't think. The Greek city-states start with a settlement over here. They start with Rhodes and also Syracuse, but they're not a threat to us on the mainland here. So now we do want to build up our economy. So we've taken what we can with our starting units, and we want to build up our economy to get those better units to start our next stage of the campaign. So now I need to decide what direction we want to go in. I think first of all we want to get Athens, and then I can either go east towards sort of Anatolia, or I can go west towards Rome. I think we're going to go towards Rome just because that seems like a more fun campaign. So I just want to make sure that we have kind of stabilized first. So Corinth is our military recruiting town, or it will be, and we can't retrain anything there yet. It's going to take us a couple of turns to get to, decent, to be able to recruit decent units, but I think in Thessalonica we have the stage 2 militia barracks. Yep, so we can start recruiting. Is it the levy pikemen? Okay, so what building do we need to? Okay, so we need the city barracks to get the phalanx pikemen, which is the first half decent military unit, but obviously it's got that really low morale for, which is, to be honest, that's pretty abysmal for a mid-tier unit, but that's fine. So, recruiting Cav. Yeah, we're not recruiting anything. We want to be recruiting the militia hoplites. Just want to check. Yeah, everything's stacked up. I'm going to take a few things off stack just so that we can invest it in the economy instead. We've got 1600, and we want to get something. Yeah, everywhere's got the roads stacked up. Alright, I think we've done everything we can do for this turn, so I'm just going to pass turn that. And now Scythia's come down towards us, so they want an alliance, trade rights, and us to pay them. No, I don't think so.
Until next time.
Right, so the Greek city-states army that was outside Corinth has moved to Larissa, which is fine. I mean, they might lay siege. Just gonna, yeah, I've already got unit recruiting. So we want to go and take Athens basically at this point. I'm just slightly worried about that stone wall. So my units, we've still not been able to retrain them because we don't have the required barracks. But we do have. Actually, I should be retraining these. Yeah, be retraining the ones which are low. Get some more militia hoplites. Okay, so we've got a lot of cav here. I'm just going to bring this down towards Larissa. Take this unit round to reinforce our army going to Athens. I think we're just going to go to Athens now, so I'll take everything, but leave... I'll take almost everything, leave some units which don't have many men. And I'll go siege Athens straight away. For the stone wall, we definitely need the ram and the siege tower. There's the ram, they can destroy that before it gets to the gate. And I'm going to move up some militia hoplites to Corinth, just so that there is a decent sized garrison. So we've got 6,000 gold to spend. Everything seems like it's... Yeah, we've got stuff building everywhere. So I'm just going to start, make sure we've got adequate forces. Okay, so we're recruiting everywhere now, we're building everywhere, and we can go to the next town. Okay, so there's nothing we can do about that. Oh, we actually won. It was surprising. Okay, so on to the next turn. I do want to take Athens. I'm just gonna... The Greek city-states did not lay siege to Larissa, so I'm just going to go all out on Athens. Let's check the balance of power here. Pretty favoured, so I'd say this is fine to auto-resolve, which it is. So we've now got Athens. And once again I'm going to enslave to get the population in the other settlements. Okay, so now we have united most of the mainland. Is that a... Okay, that's a Brutii force. But we have a decent garrison in this place, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so the next stage then is to sort of consolidate before we go for Rome, and obviously we need a port, which we have here. I'm just going to station a ship in here just so that we can retrain it. And we've got a fair amount of money to spend as well, but okay, here's Thrace. So it's a good thing we stacked up on the units here in preparation for that. What has Athens got? It's just got a stage 1 barracks, I think. Yeah, it's a barracks. So yeah, I'll upgrade Athens a bit as well. Some roads. Yeah, so I mean, I'm surprised by how good the economy is. I'm used to playing the barbarian factions, and their economy is not that great. So, yeah, I seem to be swimming in the money at the minute. I can't spend it quick enough, basically. So I'm going to bring this force into Larissa, and we need to deal with this Brutii army as well. I don't really have anything close enough to reinforce. So let's swing around here, and we have anything that's got decent strength. Just take the generals and some militia hoplites as well. Just try and ward off this Brutii force. Okay, so I think that's it for this turn. Okay, so the Brutii didn't attack us there, so we've now got enough time to basically reinforce Thermon before they lay siege. We are still at war with the Brutii. And I do want to get round there. I don't think I can get round. I do want to retrain this army that's been taking so many settlements because it's really dwindling, especially the militia hoplite numbers. It's one more turn on the barracks. Does that give us more hoplites? It does. Okay, so in one turn we'll be able to retrain all our missile hoplites. Which would be helpful. And I also want to build a stables and an archery range. I'm going to build up the economy with some of the money we've got lying about. Actually, probably go for the city barracks and the mines. Let's elucidate. No, okay, there's no forces on board, so that's good. Let's move this to here, ready for retraining. And let's pass to the next turn. There's a Scipii force, so everyone's in Greece at the minute. It's a party here. So now in Corinth we should be able to finally retrain these. Yep, which we can. We can build the militia barracks. But I think I want to get the stables first to get the cav. Okay, now I'm going to bring around. Oh no, I can only be trained this time. So now I need to decide what I want to do. So we're already at war with the Brutii, so it makes sense just to keep going against them. Deal with this force. I think I'm going to attack this force in the next episode and then take a boat over to mainland Italy. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. If you do have any feedback, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.